Hey yo, $5 Friday here on Uncle Jojo's house. Dollar a day lottery scratching. Got quick cash today. Not doing a Christmas ticket this week, even though you can enter the losing ones for a second chance drawing. You know how lucky I am, so I'm never going to win a second chance drawing. So I thought I'd grab this one. Let's see if we got anything under the bonus. It says close or close, one of the two. We're in the middle of election season for the municipal and school election here in Iowa. In our mayor's race, getting a little nasty. Like Facebook, used to be for cat videos and keeping up with family, and now it's just for running people down. And all the candidates for mayor have been victims on what I call the Keokuk bitch and moan site. 32. What symbols do we need? Well, today I got dragged into it. Well, the newspaper, but L'État est moi, the state is me. So I take it pretty personally when someone gets on there and says that we support one candidate over another, or that I put in the letters to the editor, because I am the editor. And they say I'm ignoring letters from supporting one certain candidate. I try not to comment on there, but I had to today. I couldn't help myself, because it's just not true. I get a letter, I put it in. Been like maybe only a couple times in the last 8 years that I haven't put a letter in, and there's reasons for that. But this election season, I've gotten a million letters for one candidate because he used to work for the newspaper, so he knows that he needs to get people to write letters. So he's gotten a bunch of people to write letters supporting him. And I've gotten one about the other candidate, and the third candidate dropped out because he always drops out. Anyway, lady came in the other day and she's like, why haven't you run my letter? It was for the candidate that these people online are saying the paper doesn't support, which whoever gets elected, I have to work with them as the newspaper reporter. So I don't really have a favorite or care. I just got to work with whoever wins. Anyway, this lady came in, she told me her name, and I'm like, well, that name doesn't sound familiar. So come to find out, she'd sent the letter to a wrong email. Not my email, just an email that probably doesn't exist anymore. Probably still on our website somewhere. We need to get that off of there. But getting that stuff like that done is a tough task for whatever reason. So this guy on Facebook today is like, well, you didn't run her letter, you failed to communicate with her. That's because I never heard from her. She was emailing this email I don't have access to. How am I supposed to communicate with her? So you need to use my email. So when she came in, I gave her my email address. She emailed that letter to me, standing right in front of me. Actually sitting right at my desk. I got on my email, it popped in. I copied and pasted it into the system. It ran in the paper the next day. Now, if other people have tried to email letters for this other candidate at that address, I'm not getting them. So email them to my address. I'll be happy to run them. But we have to have that done by Wednesday, because the last letters about the election are going out next Friday. So keep that in mind. So if you got a question, call me down at the office about it. Don't go on Facebook making all these claims, and then as soon as it's on Facebook, it's true. It's hard to get. And I go on there and try to explain myself, and you just get shifting to some other subject about, well, you did this or that. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with this election, so whatever. Anyway, we're going to scratch the lucky belly here. I've never seen a star under the lucky belly either. And I've seen that clover a million times. What is my cat pointing at in the corner? That's weird. So we gotta get sunglasses or a money bag. Yeah, I mean, it's Facebook, man. Like, I think there was one letter that said we need to get back to like talking to each other, like face to face, you know. That is my preferred way because it just seems people are a little calmer when they're not keyboard warriors, you know what I mean? We're about to have a wipeout here on $5 Friday, and I'm over my 5-minute limit. But that's my rant for the evening. Cool Cat didn't come through. I did buy a $2 bingo as well to scratch later. I'll let you know if I win on that. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening to me rant. Later.